A sunny winter's day in 1926. Peaceful enough, you might think, but not for the passengers on this train. For, unbeknownst to them, they are on a journey to death, as we find out in How Many for Dinner?
Dear Alicia Mountford, celebrated but penniless crime novelist, you are cordially invited to spend the weekend of the 18th at PTO. Evening Hall. Yours sincerely, Henry Squiggle.
Of course! The butler did it! In the foyer with the combine harvester. It's so obvious! Why didn't I think of that?
Oh, no. I thought it was going to be the dental hygienist in the Sahara with a snowplough. Victoria Perky.
Binky Berkshire.
Oh, Binky and Perky. Not the Berkshire Berkshires.
No, the Hampshire Berkshires. We're in ice cream.
We're in sausages.
The Porky Perkys. Spiffing to meet you. I see you're reading Alicia Mountford too.
Yes, the sequel. But I shan't bother reading it now you've given the ending away.
Oh.
I'm most frightfully sorry. You're Alicia Mountford.
I was Alicia Mountford. Well, I still am. But my books aren't what they were.
Yeah. What were they?
Bestsellers. The best murder mysteries ever written. But I've no new ideas anymore. I'm hoping my weekend at Evening Hall will give me some inspiration.
What did you say?
Some inspiration.
No, before that.
Evening Hall.
Did somebody say Evening Hall?
Is this seat taken? My name's Belvedere. Do you like it? I was named after a hotel, but I don't think room 104 is a very good name for a star of stage and screen. You look nice. I bet you have a nice name.
Clancy J. Baconburger.
It could be changed.
Here's my card.
Oh, here. Happy birthday, Clancy Love Mother.
Sorry, wrong card. Snap!
Oh!
That's funny. You're going to Evening Hall, they're going to Evening Hall, I'm going to Evening Hall.
And I'm going to the bathroom. Gee, doesn't it get dark around here quick? That champagne was delicious. Do you know I have to go to the bathroom again?
Excuse me, General. Did you see a young lady pass out this way?
It's kind of heavy. Oh, thank you. Oh, what a cute town. Oh, look! This way to Evening Hall, which is really a long way, and there's no taxi, so you'll have to walk. Rather you than me.
It's the only house for miles around. It's bleak, it's desolate, it's a horrid colour.
Oh, look! Have a nice day.
Above your station, last stop.
I didn't know this was the last stop.
It's the last time a train's going to stop above your station. You could say it's the end of the line for somebody.
Oh, do come along, Victoria and Binky. Right. What was that?
Meanwhile, at Evening Hall, the butler bellows,
Thank you, Mrs. Beaton!
No, I meant the butler's name is Bellows.
Sorry. Thank you, Mrs. Beaton. Sorry, sore throat. Lady Olga Volga. I'll get your things.
Misty, my darling. What are you doing here?
I live here.
Mastikov.
I've already explained about that.
Olga, nasty cover. If I'd known you were turning up, I'd never have come.
Don't worry. I'll cut
left you dead all weekend. I didn't come through Minsk and Pinsk, Omsk and Tomsk and Basingstocks to meet with you again. I hated you all through the Russian steppes.
Cossacks! I hate those Russian steppes.
I didn't know you two knew each other.
We don't.
And it's not true we had a tempestuous affair.
Married.
Divorced.
And threatened to murder each other.
Well, that's all right then. I'll show you to your rooms. This way.
Oh, it's like St. Petersburg. The house is on fire.
That is merely the Major, madam. He's another guest for the weekend.
Evening, bells.
Excuse me, sir.
It'll be topping. Binky and I'll stage the most wizard murder, then you can write about it in one of your books.
Novel, eh?
Let's hope it will be.
What?
A novel.
Good evening.
Elysium Outford, Binky Berkshire, Victoria Perky, and... Where's Mr. Baconburger and Miss Padilla?
Perhaps the murder's been committed already.
Murder, sir.
They went round the back. Probably want to buy the place. You know what these Americans are like.
This way, please.
Gee, I could kill for a place like this. Oh, look, isn't that cute? They've got pictures of all of us who are staying here for the weekend.
May I give you a hand with your luggage?
Oh, I only need my vanity case if you could bring it up.
And then you kill the Major.
I could murder a gin and tonic.
I could kill you for being here this weekend.
All I need is one really good murder.
There'll be more than one really good murder this grisly weekend. Don't miss next week's fatal episode of How Many for Dinner? Evening Hall, and the unsuspecting guests are still arriving for their dinner of death. Some more noisily than others.
Was that a tap at the window?
Shouldn't be surprised. The plumbing here's dreadful.
Hello there. Doctor O'Doctor's the name, ballooning's the game. Well, it was till I crash-landed on the roof. Would you be getting me down now? Well, it's a new invention of mine. Trouble was, I didn't have enough hot air.
Should have borrowed Lady Olga Volga. She's got plenty of hot air.
Nice lemon soup.
You are drinking the finger bowl, miss.
Aren't you going to sit down and join us?
I am merely the butler, miss, and the master will join us later.
Well, do you think when he comes I could have another chair?
But that's an antique worth £3,000.
£3,000? Gee, I think I'd rather sit on the money.
Oh! Major Jump.
You certainly did.
No, my name's Major Jump. What's yours?
Belle.
I knew a Belle once. You're a dead ringer for her.
Oh!
There will be 11 for dinner, Mrs. Beaton.
Very good, Dallows.
May I announce the famous Olympic sprinter, Ted Matthews?
Sorry I'm late. Decided to jog from the station.
Good Lord, it's a woman.
Anyone for tennis?
We've just sat down at table.
All right then. Anyone for table tennis?
Stand aside. I'm a doctor.
Dottie Baxter, theatre critic of the London Times.
Sorry I'm late, everyone. Hold up at the station.
Train delayed?
No, robbery.
Good evening.
Who said that?
Shush. My name is Immaterial.
That's a funny name.
You are probably wondering why I have gathered you here.
Well, it crossed my mind.
Shut your mouth. You all have one thing in common. Each and every one of you is penniless. To your left, under your napkin, you will find £10,000. During the course of the weekend, you will use the £10,000 to take part in a game. At the end, the winner will have £100,000. Anyone no longer taking part loses their money to the other contestants. Good luck.
What a lot of borscht.
I've had hot soup on my leg. Oh.
Stand aside. I'm the doctor. Cold. Oh, no, that's the soup. She's dead. Dead. Do you know what this means, Bellows?
There will be 10 for dinner.
One down, 10 to go. Don't miss next week's fatal episode of How Many for Dinner? Saturday morning. Bell in the drawing room with the gramophone.
Hi there, Belle, you pretty little thing.
Mr. Baconburger, you startled me.
Don't stop. You dance prettier than a polecat and a raccoon shimmying in the moonlight over Chesapeake Bay.
Oh.
Neater than a muskrat fixing a maul of whittles of a hyena at sunup.
Oh.
Prettier than a boa constrictor wrapping around.
Yeah, I get the picture. Gee, Mr. Baconburger, you sure got away with words.
The way you dance, you could get away with murder.
Say, that reminds me. Wasn't it terrible about that Russian lady dropping dead at dinner last night? Boy, did she end up in the soup. What a tyrannous tureen. I sure hope they don't reheat the soup for lunch today. I'm sure I couldn't manage it.
Yes, the thought of Lady Olga Volga having died in it.
No, it was minestrone. I hate that.
Oh, what was that?
Oh, Ivan, terrible. It's terrible, terrible. In the what-you-call-it, with the hoosie, roly-poly down the whatnot.
Someone's fallen down the stairs.
That's it. I've a nasty cough.
Oh, I put it down to cigars.
But not fallen. Pushed.
Did he fall, or was he pushed?
Oh, he was pushed.
What happened, milady?
I think Ivan Nastikov is out for the count. What an intriguing way to die.
You know, Miss Mountford, this reminds me of one of your books. The Case of the Mysterious Stair. Or was it the Mysterious Staircase? A curiously identical murder in which someone was pushed down the stairs.
I think someone strong must have done it. I suspect Binky Berkshire.
Well, you'd be wrong. I did it.
You?
You?
Why?
Ivan Nastikov asked me to.
Well, Doctor?
Oh, yes, thanks very much. I had a bit of a chest this morning, but... Oh, I see what you mean. I'm sorry to have to tell you that this man is...
You don't mean...
Yes.
Dead?
No, he's a fake.
Oh, pretty good stunt, eh? Thanks for helping out, Ted.
You callous, horrible man.
making everyone think you're dead and then laughing. I wouldn't be surprised if you...
Sorry. Killed Lady Olga Volga.
Gee, I think she's put her finger on it.
Bellows, tie this fiend up.
I'll place him in the cellar with the laundry.
And don't try any funny business in there, nasty cough, because it just won't wash.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, Binky, thank goodness last night's grisly business is over. You know, in these idyllic surroundings, it's hard to imagine there's someone dead in there.
Do not fear, my dear. The culprit is under lock and key.
Miss Baxter, you startled me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been weeding in the garden.
No, what have you been reading? Good book.
Oh, no, not weeding. Reading. Killing weeds.
Top of the tree to you, Miss Matthews.
What are you doing up the tree?
Well, I'm a part-time tree surgeon, but I'm thinking of giving it up.
Why's that?
I keep fainting at the sight of sap.
Oh!
Dead.
Don't say that word. I'll fix that nasty cough for making a fool of me.
That was a mistake. Oh! So that's a heavy fall of snow.
Just because somebody died doesn't mean we can't have a good time. And I love Lady Olga's coat.
Dinner will be at 5:45. I'm just off into town, Sandwich.
Oh, not if dinner's at 5:45.
No, the town of Sandwich.
I say, Bellows, you're not going to call in the police, are you? I mean, we don't want them meddling around, not with £100,000 at stake.
My thoughts exactly, Major, and so at the suggestion of Miss Baxter, I am going to engage the services of a Belgian private investigator, a Monsieur Detective, hence the bicycle.
See you at dinner.
Saturday evening. Everyone in the dining room with the pork chops.
And that's why I wear so much makeup.
Tart.
I beg your pardon.
Tart, miss. Apple tart.
Oh, no, thank you. I'm watching my figure.
So am I.
Oh, and I say, Bellows, don't forget to keep an eye on Nasty Cough tied up in the laundry room.
Come on, bite the rope. Bite, come on. It's a good mouse. It's a good mouse. Bite the rope. You'll like it. It's good food. The rope. The rope. Go on, bite. Don't just snuffle at me. Bite the rope.
I'm terribly sorry.
It's not you, Major. It started to rain.
Yes, I've had a bit of a drip.
I've had rather a horrid thought. Do you remember the mystery voice saying, if anyone didn't play the game, the rest of us shared the money? Well, you could say Lady Olga Volga's not playing anymore, couldn't you?
Aren't you my little friend, but I am now to make good my escape. Aha, trap door.
Wonder why he chose us to play the game. We've got nothing in common.
Oh, yes, we have. We are all penniless.
Ah, Miss Baxter, just going for another bottle of wine.
I'm not penniless. I'm expecting a windfall in my aunt's will.
And I got lots of liquid assets. I just bought a huge chunk of the Pacific Ocean.
But we still don't know what the game is that we've been called here to play.
Laundry suit.
It's for you.
I've heard of wearing a smoking jacket, but this is ridiculous. I'd better tell the others quickly.
That's easy for you to say.
What's the matter now, Major? Out of breath.
I'll fetch Bellows.
Something's happened to the fella in the cellar. I don't know how to tell you.
Well, I'll give him a shot in the arm.
He's already had one. In fact, I think he's dead.
So, he's dead. Well, there's not a lot I can do for him then. Curiously, though, this reminds me of one of Miss Mountford's murder mysteries. The case of the Russian Count murdered by the laundry chute in the cellar. What is the big cellar?
It sold thousands.
know what this means, Bellows?
Yes, Mr. Baconburger. We will be 9 for dinner.
Well, we can no longer count on either. That's 2 down and 9 to go. So don't miss next week's fatal episode of How Many for Dinner? Sunday morning. Victoria, Clancy, Alicia and the doctor in the hall with the telephone. Clancy is trying to raise the police. Victoria is raising hysterics.
I can't stand it any longer. I'm not going to stay in this fearful, fearful house another moment. There's 2 dead already and nobody knows who's next. Oh.
Funny, I can't hear anything.
Stand aside. I'm a doctor. Dead.
That means we've got to stay here in this house where one of us is a murderer.
Yes, but who killed Olga and Nastikov? And why?
I believe it was done for the money. The more people drop out of the game, the greater chance someone has of winning £100,000.
But we don't even know what the game is yet.
Clancy and I don't need the money. We're both rich anyway. I've got my inheritance and he's got his investment.
Excuse me, sir.
Don't do that, Bellows.
Telegram. Bzzz.
Is there a bee in here?
One for you, miss. And this one is from the Belgian detective. It reads, J'arrive, love, monsieur detective.
Suffering succotash, listen to this. Pacific Investments a washout. Stop. You are broke. Stop. Hope you're keeping well. Love, Mother. Oh, don't cry on my account. At least, not on my bank account.
No. My aunt's fortune has been swallowed up by taxes.
Her aunt's been swallowed by a taxi. Oh, it's all too much. I'm going for a lie down.
I say, Perky!
Anyone for tennis?
Will you stop that racket now, Ted?
I say, I've just done the 100-yard dash in 11 and a half seconds. That's my record.
Where?
There, on the table.
Oh.
I'm just going up to my room to listen to it.
Doctor, oh doctor. It hurts when I do this.
Well, now, don't do it.
Jolly good. Here's the tea. Can I get your tea, Dottie? Bell, sugar.
Oh, please.
Say when.
I remember my 3rd husband so well. Or was it my 4th? Well, obviously, I don't remember him so well after all. But anyway, I used to say to him, "What is the theatre to you?" And he used to say, "It's that large building on the corner with theatre written on it." And do you know, he was right. Until they pulled it down, of course.
Do you remember Sir Harry McFactor?
McFactor, the actor.
The greatest actor of all time.
I don't know. I saw his last performance. He was so bad we all laughed him off the stage.
Obviously, I don't remember him after all. I must go and shake the snow from the shrubbery.
Do you know, I was working there as an usherette that night.
I believe I saw that performance.
What a joke. What
Wasn't he terrible?
Good afternoon. I am the Belgian detective, come to solve these murders.
Are you all right, miss?
No, there's too much sugar in my tea. Ugh.
Not my fault. You never said when.
I want to see you in the hall together.
Oh, could you get my sip?
I beg your pardon?
No, I want to see you together in the hall, all of you, in 5 minutes. If you have finished, Doctor, I have discovered this.
What is it?
A red herring. Now, the facts of Count Nastikov's death are as follows. You were all present in the dining room at the time.
That's not quite true.
Please, Major, allow me to finish. The lights went out between the first and last stroke of 6 o'clock, which takes precisely 15 seconds. Nastikov was 50 yards away in the cellar. The laundry chute takes 3.5 seconds to operate. Therefore, we are looking for someone who can run the 100 yards in 11.5 seconds.
That's brilliant.
Yes, brilliant deduction.
No, I mean, it's brilliant to be able to run 100 yards in 11.5 seconds.
By Jove, I've cracked it. It's that Ted Matthews. She's an Olympic sprinter.
Ted, she's not in here.
Quick, her room before she kills anyone else.
No answer. I'm Clancy. You're going in.
Stand aside. He's a doctor.
Dead.
Ted, dead, in bed.
This is worse than the fella in the cellar.
What do you think, Doc?
It was poison. What do you think of this?
I think I'll have a vanilla tub.
What a lovely lipstick.
Don't touch that.
Why? Is this the poison that killed her?
No, it's just a terrible colour for you.
There's no question that what killed Ted was the duvet.
I thought you said she was poisoned.
It was the poison duvet.
Good Lord. This is stronger than I thought.
Who could have done this?
Well, now that you and Clancy are all so poor, we all have a motive.
But everyone was in the hall.
Everyone except Binky and Perky and Dotty.
Dotty was in the garden.
Look at this.
Make up your mind who's next.
That's Victoria Perky's makeup box.
And the ice cream tray?
That's a Berkshire ice cream tray. I carried one of those when I was in a charrette.
That settles it. Binky, Berkshire and Victoria Perky did it. We must find them. Doctor, you follow me. The rest of you check up here.
Oh, great.
Fellows, have you seen Miss Pinky and Mr. Berkshire?
I believe they're in the garden, miss. I'll get your coats.
Jolly long course, eh? Over the hill from far away.
Thank goodness, I'm dead on my feet.
Now, where's my golf ball?
That's funny.
What's funny about murder?
No, Daddy's disappeared. Hang on, there's Binky and Perky.
I say, only one.
I think there's a hole in both of them.
Are they?
Oh, it's horrible, horrible!
Well, that's them all over.
From the safe distance at which I'm standing, it looks like they've been blown up by an exploding ball. Curiously like the exploding golf ball in your novel, The Exploding Golf Ball Murder Mystery.
Don't you start.
I've always hated the game of golf.
I know the game that we've been called here to play. It is a game of life and death. Who keeps playing that music? And what does it mean?
It means, madam,
Bellows.
we will be 6 for dinner.
With Ted dead in bed and Binky and Perky well and truly bunkered, that's 5 down and 6 to go in next week's fatal episode of How Many for Dinner? Sunday lunch. Bell and Clancy in the dining room with the cutlery. Bell is about to voice her suspicion.
Now that we're alone, Clancy, I've got something to say to you.
Say, my dear?
It was you, wasn't it?
Me?
Oh, Clancy, stop mincing around the bush. This charade has gone on long enough. It was you all along.
All right, I admit it. It was me. I took the last roast potato.
I knew it. Now, what are we going to do about these murders?
Dressing for dinner, sir?
Oh, Fanny, you startled me.
Funny? What's funny about that?
No, this is Fanny Beaton, the cook. Of course I should be dressing for dinner.
No. Which dressing for dinner, sir? French, blue cheese, or Thousand Island?
French.
Miss?
Oh, I might not be here for dinner.
Don't speak like that.
No, I meant I might be leaving.
Of course, that's what you meant, miss.
If you're leaving, so am I. I tell you the truth, Belle. I'm getting a little edgy. Who's the murderer? Who's next on the list? What dressing should I have at dinner? Belle, I've changed my will and I've left everything to you.
But you haven't got anything.
It's the thought that counts. I'm going upstairs to pack my bags. We'll walk out of here if we have to.
Oh, Bellows, where is everybody?
The remaining guests are in the drawing room, miss. The Belgian detective has gone into town.
Oh, thank you, Bellows. That will be all.
Not quite all, miss. There's a telegram.
Oh. Oh, it's for Clancy. Well, I read it anyway. Dear Clancy, oil discovered in your Pacific investment. Stop. You are a multi-millionaire. Stop. Hope you are well. Love, Mother. So, he's rich after all.
It's all a game. It's all a dash stupid game. I can't stand it any longer.
Look, do you want to play Cluedo or not?
Oh, all right then. Mrs. Peacock in the dining room with the lead piping. Much rather play bridge, though. We haven't got a 4. But get that Ted Matthews to play.
Have you forgotten, Major? She's dead.
Oh, blast. We've lost her, Victoria Perky, Binky Berkshire, Lady Olga Volga-Nastikova, and Count Ivan Nastikoff. I'm particularly sorry about Ivan Nastikoff. Were you very close? No, but he was a jolly fine bridge player. Who's left? The 3 of us. Dotty Baxter, Clancy and Bell.
Oh, hello, everybody.
What's that you've got in your hand, Belle?
Oh, this is nothing.
Well, I'm going for a walk. Dead. Gets dark so early now.
Winter draws on.
Oh, I've had mine on for some time now. Are you all right, Major?
I haven't been well. I've got this dicky ticker.
Bad heart?
No, my alarm clock keeps going off in the middle of the night.
Oh.
I say, Belle, I could have sworn I saw the eyes on that portrait move just now.
Oh, trick of the light. We're all getting a bit jumpy, Major.
And yesterday, I could have sworn I saw Dotty Baxter get out of her wheelchair and rush across the lawn.
Oh, it's too much. It's all too much.
Oh, well, we'll all go out to dinner.
No, there's been a terrible tragedy in the garden. Someone come quick.
Well, you go. I'll wait here in case Monsieur Detective returns.
Come on, Alicia, let's go find Clancy.
Oh, please, hurry. I'm under so much pressure cooking.
Look, there's Johnny's house.
And her wheelchair.
But no sign of Dotty. There's a notice pinned to the wheelchair.
Let's have a gander. I killed everybody, and the guilt has driven me to this. I covered myself in birdseed, and you can guess the rest.
You don't mean...
Yes, I was goosed. P.S. I wrote the note first.
This reminds me of your book, Murder Most Foul.
Did you read it?
No, I saw the movie.
Let's tell the others.
That won't take long.
I wonder why they didn't eat the hat.
Would you care for a snifter before we change for dinner, monsieur?
Oh, thank you, Major.
Do you know, I've been in the army all my life. In fact, since infantry. Get some funny people in the army, you know. Private practice, corporal punishment, general accident, Lieutenant Brown.
There's nothing funny about Lieutenant Brown.
You didn't see his face. What's your poison?
Ah, Major, Monsieur Detective, we've discovered it was Miss Baxter all along. She killed everyone. Gobbled by the geese.
We're safe!
Let's celebrate then. Drinks all round.
Our troubles are over.
You're wrong, Miss Mountford. They're only just beginning.
Here, drink this.
You know, Miss Baxter and the geese, well, it wasn't suicide. I was there, I saw it. It was...
Pheasant?
No! Dead!
Murder. It was murder.
I will go and fetch Bellows.
Oh, how terrible. He was poisoned by his drink. Reminds me of my book.
Another murder mystery?
No, a cocktail recipe book.
Who could have done this dastardly deed?
It had to be one of us in this room.
Do you know what this means?
Yes, sir. We will be 4 for dinner.
Dottie's goose is cooked, and the doctor's got the bird. So that's 7 down and 4 to go in next week's fatal episode of How Many for Dinner? Sunday evening. Everyone who's left, in the drawing room, with each other.
I know what this means. Dr. O'Doctor was murdered by none other than Major Jump.
How did you arrive at that conclusion?
I guess. No, listen. I've got it.
Well, don't give it to me. There isn't a doctor around anymore.
Who handed the doctor his drink?
The Major.
Exactly. Oh, sorry. The Major done it.
Yes, the Major handed him his drink.
No. The Major done it. The drink was poisoned.
Until we are sure of our facts, I shall secure the Major in the dining room.
I protest.
And I arrest. This way, please.
I can't believe the Major did it. In fact, I don't believe this drink is poison at all. Went down the wrong way. There you are.
Where?
There, in his back, a dart.
Oh, perhaps that's to make his suit fit better.
No, this is an incredibly sophisticated poison dart. Oh, take this, dear. Reminds me of my book, The Incredibly Sophisticated Poison Dart Murder Mystery.
I saw a dart just like this up the Zambezi. But it was fired by a mechanical bird, and there obviously isn't one in this room.
Except for this one.
Except for that one. Oh! We must call Monsieur Detective at once and explain that the Major is innocent.
This way, Major. No one can hear us in here.
What?
I said no one can hear us in here.
What?
Never mind.
Monsieur Detective!
Zut alors!
Come with me! This way!
Stay here, Major. I shall return.
So I think I did it, eh? Time for a drink. What on earth?
Monsieur Detective, I've something major to tell you. I mean, something to tell you about the Major.
I know what you are going to say.
I won't bother saying it.
The doctor was not killed by the poisoned drink, but by a dart fired by the mechanical bird. The Major was not responsible. He could not possibly have fired the dart from where he was standing.
You mean we can't pin it on the Major?
An unfortunate expression to use in these circumstances, but you are correct.
I'll go and fetch him then.
Nobody in the room at the time of the doctor's murder was responsible for his death, because the dart came from behind him.
Very good, Miss Mountford.
Do I detect a note of sarcasm in your voice, monsieur?
Well, I am a detective.
But if it wasn't any one of us, that only leaves Bellows and Mrs. Beaton.
Precisely. What is in this envelope?
Looks like a collection of stamps.
Oh, they're nice.
Philately will get you nowhere. Sorry, wrong envelope. What do you see in this envelope?
It's a letter.
Read it.
Clancy, where have you been?
I've been in the wine cellar.
This is no time for celebrating.
It's the Major.
He's in the wine cellar celebrating?
No, he's dead. Drowned in a vat of 1892.
I always said 92 was a bad year. So, the Major's dead. Who keeps doing that?
The letter, Miss Fadil.
Sorry. Oh, it's from Bellows and Beaton. We did all the murders, but one of the guests made us do it. We are running away to the north to open the Beaton and Bellows boarding house, the best B&B in Blackpool.
That's insane.
Yes, there's already too many B&Bs in Blackpool.
No, it's insane to suppose that one of us could have anything to do with the murders.
Is it insane?
Oh.
I know precisely which one of the guests committed each of the 7 murders this grisly weekend. It was Hugh.
He was not here.
No, Hugh, Miss Mountford.
It was you, Miss Mountford.
You?
But why should I?
Isn't it obvious? You wanted to prove that your books were not boring, and so you reenacted each of your most famous murders using Bellows and Beaton.
Funny you should say that.
I'm not laughing.
Because I agree with you about Mrs. Beaton and Bellows.
How about that? The butler did it.
And the cook.
And Dottie Baxter.
What?
And you, Monsieur Detective. Or should I say, Sir Harry McFactor.
Oh, she's flipped her lid.
Who's Sir Harry McFactor?
One of the greatest actors of our time.
One of the greatest? The greatest. Yes, I am Sir Harry McFactor. The actor, ventriloquist, quick change artiste extraordinaire, and a pretty good cook.
That's a matter of opinion.
Get back.
Oh.
You'll never get away with this.
Why not? I got away with 497 other murders.
497? Boy, you've had a busy weekend.
You thought the only thing you had in common was the fact that you were all poor. Nonsense. You and the 497 others all had something else in common.
We were all present at your last performance.
Exactly.
Where you forgot your lines and we booed and laughed you off the stage. Hamlet on ice.
That night. Stop laughing! That night, I vowed vengeance on each and every member of that audience.
But I wasn't in the audience. I was selling ice creams.
And the usherettes.
But how could you be Bellows, Beaton, Baxter, and the Belgian?
Didn't you notice? There was only ever one of them in a room at a time.
But no one could change that quickly.
Watch me. Bonjour, mesdames et messieurs. You rang, sir.
How many for dinner?
The greatest actor of all time, Sir Harry McFactor.
Wait a minute. What about the mystery voice at dinner,
That was me as well. I threw
My voice.
But you weren't in the room.
Ah, but I was, as Miss Baxter.
Of course. But if you were Miss Baxter, why did you kill her?
I feared that Miss Mountford was beginning to suspect, dear Dotty, so I had to divert her attention.
Is anybody following this?
What are you going to do with us?
You're all going to die at once.
Not so fast.
All right, you're all gonna die one at a time.
Hold it there.
Constable Painting, what are you doing here?
I managed to slip out this afternoon and inform the police of the Major's murder, and here's the constable.
Sir Harry, I must ask you to come quietly. I said quietly.
Well, if that was a quiet weekend in the country, I'd sure hate to be there for a noisy one.
We didn't do too badly. Alicia's got lots of material for her books, and the three of us shared £100,000. By the way, Belle, I meant to ask if we could share something else. Will you marry me?
I think my book will have a happy ending.
Tickets, please! Tickets, please! Did we have a nice weekend?
Oh, now then.
Oh, yes. Because sometimes these weekends in the country can be murder.
The end? Or is it? Sunny winter's day in 1926. Peaceful enough, you might think, but not for the passengers on this train, for, unbeknownst to them, they are on a journey to death, as we find out in How Many for Dinner?
Dear Alicia Mountford, celebrated but penniless crime novelist, you are cordially invited to spend the weekend of the 18th at PTO. Evening Hall. Yours sincerely, Henry Squiggle.
Of course! The butler did it! In the foyer with the combine harvester. It's so obvious! Why didn't I think of that?
Oh, no. I thought it was going to be the dental hygienist in the Sahara with a snowplow. Victoria Perky.
Binky Berkshire.
Oh, Binky and Perky. Not the Berkshires.
No, the Hampshire Berkshires. We're in ice cream.
We're in sausages.
The Porky Perkys. Spiffing to meet you. I see you're reading Alicia Mountford too.
Yes, the sequel. But I shan't bother reading it now you've given the ending away. I'm most frightfully sorry. You're Alicia Mountford.
I was Alicia Mountford. Well, I still am. But my books aren't what they were.
Yeah. What were they?
Bestsellers. The best murder mysteries ever written. But I've no new ideas anymore. I'm hoping my weekend at Evening Hall will give me some inspiration.
What did you say?
Some inspiration.
No, before that.
Evening Hall.
Did somebody say evening hall?
Is this seat taken? My name's Belvedere. Do you like it? I was named after a hotel, but I don't think room 104 is a very good name for a star of stage and screen. You look nice. I bet you have a nice name.
Clancy J. Baconburger.
It could be changed.
Here's my card.
Oh, happy birthday, Clancy Love Mother.
Sorry, wrong card. Snap!
Oh!
That's funny. You're going to evening hall, they're going to evening hall, I'm going to evening hall.
And I'm going to the bathroom. Gee, doesn't it get dark around here quick? That champagne was delicious. You know, I have to go to the bathroom again.
Excuse me, General. Did you see a young lady pass out this way?
Oh, thank you. Oh, what a cute town. Oh, look! This way to Evening Hall, which is really a long way, and there's no taxi, so you'll have to walk. Rather you than me.
It's the only house for miles around. It's bleak, it's desolate, it's a horrid colour.
Oh, look! Have a nice day.
Above your station, last stop.
I didn't know this was the last stop.
It's the last time a train's going to stop above your station. You could say it's the end of the line for somebody.
Oh, do come on, Victoria and Binky. Right. What was that?
Meanwhile, at Evening Hall, the butler bellows,
"Thank you, Mrs. Beaton!"
No, I meant the butler's name is Bellows.
Sorry. Thank you, Mrs. Beaton. Sorry, sore throat. Ah, Lady Olga Volga. I'll get your things.
Be still, my darling. What are you doing here?
I live here.
Mastikov.
I've already explained about that.
Olga, nasty cover. If I'd known you were turning up, I'd never have come.
Don't worry. I'll cut you dead all weekend. I didn't come through Minsk and Pinsk, Omsk and Tomsk and Basingstocks to meet with you again. I hated you all through the Russian steppes.
Cossacks! I hate those Russian steppes.
I didn't know you two knew each other.
We don't.
And it's not true we had a tempestuous affair.
Married.
Divorced.
And threatened to murder each other.
Well, that's all right then. I'll show you to your rooms. This way.
Oh, it's like St. Petersburg. The house is on fire.
That is merely the Major, madam. He's another guest for the weekend.
Evening, Bellows.
Excuse me, sir.
It'll be topping. Binky and I'll stage the most wizard murder, then you can write about it in one of your books.
Novel, eh?
Let's hope it will be.
What?
A novel.
Good evening.
Alicia Mountford, Binky Berkshire, Victoria Perky, and... Where's Mr. Baconburger and Miss Vedere?
Perhaps the murder's been committed already.
Murder, sir.
They went round the back. Probably want to buy the place. You know what these Americans are like.
This way, please.
Gee, I could kill for a place like this. Oh, look, isn't that cute? They've got pictures of all of us who are staying here for the weekend.
May I give you a hand with your luggage?
Oh, I only need my vanity case if you could bring it up.
murder. I could murder a gin and tonic.
I could kill you for being here this weekend.
All I need is one really good murder.
There'll be more than one really good murder this grisly weekend. Don't miss next week's fatal episode of How Many for Dinner?